Hello my friend, welcome back to this Vitality Works Daily Insight video. My name is Kyle Payne. I started this community because I wanted to help people like you solve your ego's thinking problem. And one of the ways I do that is through sharing these daily insights again in order to create a greater awareness of the ego's thinking problem, how it might be functioning in your life, and then also give you a quick, easy, actionable step that you can take that when you take this, I believe you'll get relief from your ego's thinking problem in that moment. So the insight I want to share with you today is this idea that we have met the enemy. And the enemy is, drumroll, is us. We're our own enemy, not the people around us, the people we point fingers at saying, this person harmed me, or this person wronged me, or this is the reason why I can't succeed. No, the enemy, the reason why we fail in life, the reason why we struggle, the reason why we feel these emotions has nothing to do with anyone other than ourselves. And that's a great thing because guess what? The only person we have control over is ourselves. That's the only person that we have complete 100% direct control over. Which means that we can fix this. If we're not feeling good, if we're feeling beaten down, we have the control, the power to fix that. But let me explain why the enemy is me in my life and not any of the other people I may have thought it was. You see, I've been in plenty of situations where I thought that this employer screwed me over, this friend was being a jerk or whatever. All these things and pointing blame at all these people. And the reality is that the reason why I felt the way I did was because of my reaction to the fear that they created. The situation created. Yeah, sure, in some cases they created the situation. But the reality is that I have control over whether or not that becomes a problem for me. I'm the one that let it be an issue because I didn't react to the fear in a proper way. I reacted to the fear the way my ego wanted me to react to, which is to focus on survival, even though my survival was not in jeopardy, but wanted me to react in a survival mode. And that reaction is what led to the feelings I had, and it led to the pointing blame and the defending I'm not the problem, they are. And you know what the solution was? Is finally recognizing that I'm the problem. If I'm upset, if I'm bothered by something, I'm the reason. And I look at it and say that while other people may have done things that are not justified, other people may have played a role in this, the reality is that my reaction to what they did is why I'm having continued problems with this. And so I turn now to, when I feel like they blame, pointing the finger at someone else, to redirect that and say, you know what? Maybe I made a mistake in this. And sure, they maybe did things that weren't right. I'm not saying that they get off the hook and that the whole world around you is perfect. But if I'm bothered by this, if this is continuing to take up mental real estate space in my head, it's because of me. That's my problem. That's my fault. And so that's why I look at, when I'm feeling this way, I start with saying, what was my mistake? And usually it comes down to my reaction to fear, which is the ego's thinking problem, not overriding that, not getting into a mindset of how can I be compassionate for this person that did something that maybe is heinous to me? How can I understand that they're suffering? I didn't do that. I focused on how they're a bad person. So I get back to saying, how is this person maybe suffering, and how can I be compassionate for what they're going through? Because that's the reason why they did what they did. That they must be suffering in some way, shape, or form. And I should be compassionate towards them just as I would cheerfully be compassionate to a sick friend. Because like a sick friend, they too are suffering. And when I'm in that mindset, I can then turn and say, you know what was maybe my mistake? How was I maybe self-seeking, meaning I was seeking to have myself validated in this as being in the right, or my viewpoint? How was I maybe being selfish where I put my need for survival ahead of being of service or compassionate for them? And how was maybe I dishonest where I tried to twist facts, eliminate facts, or add facts in order to validate me as being in the right? And usually there's one, if not all three of those behaviors for existence, and that is my problem. That is how my enemy works to trip me up. So with that being said, my friend, I encourage you to take this simple action. Take a look at someone that you blamed for being your enemy, someone that was, causing problems in your life. And look at them and say, you know what? Consider the possibility that maybe they're suffering. And maybe that suffering is the result of why they did what they did. And maybe the reason why I continue to harbor this resentment, harbor this ill feeling towards them, or why I continue to think of them as my adversary or enemy, is really because of me, and I'm my worst enemy. And it's because I continue to act in a self-seeking, selfish, and or dishonest way as the way I view this situation. So that being said, my friend, that's the action to take, and I hope you're willing to share some comments or feedback from that experience in this blog. In the comment section, and also for my Kalatu blogging team members. Again, this is an opportunity for you to take this content, this daily insight, and share your experience with someone else through the Kalatu blogging system. And as always, if you don't know what the Kalatu blogging system is, please take the time to actually go through my Vitality Works Bootcamp series so you can figure out what exactly it is I'm talking about, because I'm going to explain everything. And culminating in the final video where I'm going to share with you how we solve our ego's thinking problem using the Kalatu blogging system to carry these principles, these messages to other people, which is a secret ingredient. So take the time to go through the Bootcamp series if you're not sure what the heck I'm talking about with the Kalatu blogging system, so you can become aware of how you can use this system to help solve your ego's thinking problem by carrying this message to other people. And with that being said, until the next time we get a chance to talk, make it a great day by practicing these living principles so you can be in a mindset to help someone else out there that might need your help, my friend. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll talk soon.